what is the difference between intimacy and sex? And is one more important than the other?
So I think that good sex can't happen if you don't have established intimacy. So intimacy is the establishment of a close connection, a close personal relationship with another person or another entity. And when we think about intimacy, especially in a Western context, our minds immediately shift to sex. But if we're Muslims, right, we just came out of a month-long love fest of spiritual intimacy called Ramadan, right? Ramadan is the month of the Quran. It's a month of fasting. You know, we intentionally deprive ourselves of that which is halal, just in service and worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we do that in an effort to draw closer to Allah. That is an act of intimacy. Intimacy is anything that you do to establish that level of closeness and, intimate connection. Sex is a physical act. It's a physical joining of two body parts, basically. Sex is mechanics. And, sex can be great and sex can also be terrible. And usually when sex is really terrible, it's because you don't have that soil of strong, intimate connection that can keep it bolstered and keep it growing properly. So when I talk about intimacy and sex, intimacy is more about the relationships in which sex happens, right?
Okay.
So it's that husband and wife connection, that personal intimacy that you have with yourself. A lot of us don't, especially a lot of women, we're disconnected from ourselves intimately. We don't know ourselves very well. So when I talk about sex, it's really rudimentary things like, okay, this goes here. What position can you get in to maximize pleasure? How can you make, yourself more lubricated? When I'm talking about intimacy is what can you do to make sure that when you engage in sex, you're having a fulfilling sexual experience. So I think that's the difference between the two.
Thank y'all for watching the full clip.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all. Much love.
Yes.
Make sure that you subscribe.
Or it could be over here. We don't know.
Subscribe.
Or it could be like right here in the middle.
If you want more videos where that came from, make sure you check them out.
Right here. In this place right here. Yes. Full videos as well as more clips right here below. And again, we'll see you guys in the next clip or episode. Salam.
Yeah.